Hi, my name is Linda. I was married for 37 years and lived inside what I thought was a fairy tale, yet it turned into a nightmare. But God was not finished with my story. Every fairy tale begins with promises, a castle, a prince, a story that was meant to last forever. I believed in that dream. I built my life around it. But the story I was living was not the story I was writing. Behind the pages, betrayal was being written in secret ink. My fairy tale went up in flames. The walls I thought would protect me crumbled, stone by stone, until I stood in the wreckage of everything I thought was real. But in the ruins, I lifted my eyes, and there I saw the lion, the presence of God, waiting to lead me out of the ashes and into His truth. This is Escaping My Fairy Tale. Welcome to my story, and maybe to yours. In the very first chapter of my book, there's a piece called Entering the Castle. It reads, "Why did I ever enter the castle in the first place? I remember back when we were dating, I wanted to rescue him from the pain of his childhood. I had so much love to give, and I knew I could bring him joy and help him heal. I listened to him for hours on the phone and encouraged him with every part of my heart. As the relationship deepened and I became his wife, forgiveness was forever on my lips. He knew he treated me harshly, and I forgave him each time. I was also determined to have the happy family I always dreamed of. I decorated our home in bright colors, kept it clean, filled our kids with joy, and brushed the pain and agony within me right under the carpet. It was imperative to me that joy reigned, even at the cost of my life. I helped him. I helped him. I helped the kids. I helped their friends. And then I crumbled. I woke up the next day and repeated this pattern. In my eyes, I was serving the Lord, and He was smiling at my service. I wonder why I never noticed the tears in His eyes, because He knew my pain better than I did myself. I fixed. I kept the peace, kept the peace, kept the peace, all at the expense of my emotional and physical health. I did this until I had no more to give and collapsed. I'm still trying to stand. Fixing gave me an identity, and helping made me visible and gave me value. I was actually seen, appreciated, and needed. That was my food. I read this now, and I'm saddened for myself when I realize what I was enduring under a confused belief that it was pleasing my Lord. I now have more clarity on how much God loves me, and that it was never in His intention for me to live in harm. This has been a journey, and I continue on. If you have ever felt betrayed, silenced, left alone, you've come to the right place. A safe place where together we can figure out, what does God have in mind for the rest of our story?